Would you believe that China is the main culprit for coronavirus? It has two facets. One, it is yes, by indirect means, but the second, it's not intentional. If you believe it is an intentional act by the Chinese government, then there are certain points to be ruled out before making a statement on the China. So the first comes on the line is the viral structure. It has the similarities of 81% with the SARS and 50% with the MERS. Those two viruses were highly contagious and killed millions of people in the past, and still they are killing, but people don't know about this. If China would like to make a variant which would kill an entire world or which would bring a crisis, what they claim so far, why don't they go for a new variant? People don't know about the recombinant genetic engineering technology, that we can create an entirely a new variant of virus. The effect of those virus cannot be identified by the person who is going to create it. So it's as dangerous as creating a bomb and knowing the effect of post consequences of the bomb's explosions. If it was a real scenario, then China is really making a senseless and useless prospectus with this coronavirus. Because, as I said earlier, the coronavirus is not a new variant entirely, it is almost matching like 81 and 50% with already existing viruses. So, I don't think any country would make a useless virus which would kill only a 1.1 to 3.4% of the population, whereas the SARS and MERS has killed like 40 to 53% of the population in the past. And another factor to be noted here, why would China prepare a virus which is already existent in the nature? It can go for another variant. People don't know that we are in a situation of the scientific advancement that we can create a viral variant which is totally new to this universe. Yeah, we can say universe, so far existing universe, and it can kill any living being. I'm stating it is not living, it is not human being, but any living creature on this earth within a fraction of milliseconds. We have that potent scientific advancement in genetic engineering, especially in the viral and the bacterial studies. People don't know that the medicines are prepared through this manner. And also people should know about the facts that science is not stupid. Scientific scholars are not dumb as fellows. They can easily identify the presence of a new variant which is being spread from one region to another region, and it can easily detect and send a signals to entire nation. If the scientific research scholars and the WHO itself has not stated any blaming sentences regarding this China, but why the US and most of the Indian people are blaming the China? It's known as a very simple psychological incompetence with the Chinese empowerment in the world. Let's talk about the business perspectives. China has already lost a lot and it's being losing a lot, and I don't think so it's gonna earn a lot of economy post consequences of these viral scenarios, because the businesses are not completely shut down. People are not free to move out of the work until or unless they are really getting affected with the viral load. The people should understand the business perspectives, they are just retarded but not completely shut down, and it doesn't bring any much change in the Chinese economy. And people don't know about these situations of the economic abundance from China. The GDP of the China is very good and it is being progressed and it has surpassed the Indian. The only mistake done by the Chinese people is to eat all kinds of animals irrespective of the genus and species. This made a huge impact of bringing down the viral variants from different species of the animals into the human habitats. But the people, those who don't understand and those who don't have the basic knowledge of how the virus is going to transmit from one genus to another genus, from one family to another family. Here the family is not, I'm talking about the humans, but I'm talking about the animal families. Okay, let's assume it's a real scenario. The China has intentionally did this. Then what the UNO, what the WHO and what the other international organizations are doing about this? It's been like 3 months already. definitely the WHO and the UNO would have taken some actions on the China. They would have already noticed in the bloodstreams that unknown variant has been passed by the Chinese people. Then they would completely lock down the China and they would ask for the explanation in the International Court of Justice. So the people don't know about these factors, how the International Court of Justice works, how the UNO works, how the supreme nations of the world works, and how the UNO is organized, and what is the basic science behind this viral and the bacterial recombinant DNA technology. Without knowing all these things, it's very simple to spit out the words from your mouth. But being a professional from the healthcare sector and moving out to some countries and earning dollars, having a lavish life, it doesn't bring any change in your mindset when you live with the same community of the people. Moving out to a developed nations, speaking about the caste, speaking about the religion, speaking about the normal political sentences, useless. It's really a useless. You should grow your wisdom. You should not make any useless and senseless statements. First study, analyze, then come out with the statement. Think rationally. After being explained by these certain factors how the science works and how the business works, then if you still believe that it's a Chinese virus, and if you quote that it is a Chinese virus, then you are not fit for to be called as human beings, I assume. Before closing the video, I would like to give a little information that because of this virus, not the China, not the US, not the India so far, or not any other nation, the major victims of this coronavirus are the Italy and the Spain and most of the European nations. And to those mostly infected Italian regions, China has sent 30 tons of antiviral medications and with the crew members of 30 people. So people, those who see the local media, or those who listen to their political leaders, or those who listen to their surrounding communities, they don't know about the facts, what are the effects has been taken by the different nations. I think there is a statement because of these stupid fellows. Think globally, work locally.